this menu is very extensive, but I am very excited also. There is so much stuff here. So my friend told me about the tacos. So they have tacos here that are grilled, but then they put it in like this garlic sauce. And since I have no plans on seeing anyone today, I am absolutely going for that. So they do have them in tacos. I see them right here, and I'm pretty sure these are the ones that he was talking about. So it's grilled with garlic mojo. It's called a la plancha y al mojo de ajo. And you can get that actually as a taco or as a torta. Now, if you haven't seen my other video that I made about tortas, tortas are basically like Mexican sandwiches, like Mexican heroes. And if you're from New York, you know what a hero is. I know in different parts of the states they say it differently. But it's basically like a Mexican sandwich. So you can get that on a taco or you can get that on a torta. I try to stay away from carbs, so I am absolutely going for tacos. I think that's why I moved to Mexico, because of the unlimited supply of tacos. So I am so excited. And I'm also gonna get a Jamaica drink. If you don't know what Jamaica is, it's actually hibiscus. So a lot of the times though, they do make it like super sugary. So I asked him if he had, gracias, it's right here. I asked them if they had it with less sugar, and a lot of the times you can ask them for it and they can do that for you. Gracias. So they could do that for you, especially if you're watching your sugar. I try to just stay away from carbs and sugars. And it's so exciting, and hibiscus is actually so good for you. It's detoxing, it cleanses you, and it's also delicious. It kind of reminds me of cranberry juice a little bit. So Jamaica is what I always get, and then my backup would be an agua natural with piña, which is like a natural water with pineapple. And that is also very good, especially when you're in hot weather like this, or you live in the Caribe in hot weather. Having drinks like this definitely helps out, because if you don't know, heat makes us swell a little bit, so it's definitely helpful for sure. So I am so excited. And they do have regular dishes here as well, and they have aguachile, which is actually very traditional here in Mexico. So if you're familiar with a ceviche, you know, is more from Peru. Aguachile is more here from Mexico, but it's kind of the same concept. They just put cucumbers instead of like that onion and tomato, and they have different type of you know, Mexican sauces, and you can get them not spicy, so don't worry. So I am super excited. You guys definitely have to try this out. And their guacamole actually is reasonably priced also. For a medium-sized one, it's only about 85 pesos, which is about $5, which I think is pretty well priced. And they also have quesadillas here, and again, they're like super reasonably priced. So I think I'm gonna also, I don't know guys, I think I'm really gonna like completely just over order as per usual, but I always just take leftovers home. It's totally fine. Okay, ven. Okay, sí. So me puedes dar dos tacos de camarón con ajo, right? Al mojo de ajo. Uno de pulpo.
Okay.
Y un pedazo de quesadilla con mojo de camarón también. Al ojo de mojo de... mojo de ajo, there you go. Sí, ¿cuánto pedazo? 4. Yo pienso, dame un guacamole también.
¿Mediano o grande?
Mediano, yeah. So excited. Ok, solamente, gracias.
Los tacos con todo. Llevan frijol, mayonesa y cebolla.
Sí, eso está bien. Perfecto, gracias. Oh, I am so excited. So it comes with like a little bit of like a chipotle mayo, he was saying, onion, and I think he said cilantro. I totally forgot what the last one was. But when they ask me about toppings, I'm always listening just for them to say piña or mango, because I cannot stand, like, I'm sorry, I know a lot of people like it, and one of my sisters is obsessed with like salty and sweet, but I cannot do like fruit on my actual food. It just kills it for me. I don't like the sweet and salty. I like my salty, and then I like my sweet afterwards. So these tacos don't come with any of that. It's just the traditional toppings of like onions and cilantro and stuff like that. I'm super excited. So I ended up ordering a quesadilla, guacamole, and I think 3 tacos. Totally over ordered. I normally only eat 3 tacos and that's about it. So we'll see, but I'm so excited. Okay, so I had the waiter come back and tell me which hot sauce was the least spicy. So if you guys want to know how to say that, it's menos picante. Because I like spicy, but I also like to be a little warned about it, because a lot of the times when I first got here, I would just dump stuff on my tacos and then I would ruin my entire meal. So they gave me just pico de gallo. This one is more like a tomato-based sauce or whatever, but it has like a little chile, cilantro. This one is the habanero. I don't know if you guys can see it. Now you can get this easily confused for another green sauce that they have, which they actually call guacamole as well, but it's technically a hot sauce, but it's avocado based and it's normally never that spicy, but it looks very similar to their habanero, so be very careful with that. And then just the regular chipotle with a little mayo. I'll probably be going into that. I love this with like shrimp and stuff like that. And then I'm pretty sure I already said the pico de gallo. Fresh limes. And my Jamaica, I've already gotten into it. It's so good, guys. Cheers. And some things to note about El Sazon de Camaron. They are not open all day long. So traditional Mexican restaurants actually do not stay open all day long. They stay open until about midday, because a lot of Mexican tradition is actually they eat a lot of bulk of their food like earlier during the day. And I don't want to say bulk of their food, but they eat more of like the heavier foods during the day, and then at night they actually have a guy come around who sells pan, which is like traditional breads, and a family will sit down and just have some like cafe with leche or something, and these traditional breads. But during the day is where they will have like their full kind of meals. I am going to be making a video about traditional authentic Mexican breakfasts, so definitely stay tuned for that. But just so you know, this is something where you're gonna come for like a happy hour, and you gotta get here definitely before 4 o'clock so you guys can try it out. Yay. Wow. Okay, gracias. Thank you. I am so excited, guys. So excited. I need to get into this first. I've been living in Mexico for a little over a year, and I have not gotten sick of any of this. Like, I am not over the Jamaica, the guacamole, tacos, quesadillas. Like, literally I can eat this every day, and I do eat this every day, and I am not sick of it at all. Alright, so they put cheese on mine as well. Maybe that's when he said if you wanted everything. That was the other thing that I didn't hear him. I was like, I think he said cilantro, but I don't remember. So it was cheese. Definitely not a bad thing. This pulpo, which is octopus. That has a nice char on it for sure. I don't know where to start. What I like to always do is I like to try my taco first without anything. Sometimes they don't even need anything. No words. The octopus is sauce has an amazing char on it. And it's not super garlicky. I thought it was going to be like loaded with garlic. And it's not at all. Which I wouldn't have really minded. But I think I want to add something to it. And I'm just going to put some pico de gallo. Get a little freshness on there and see how that is. It's just pico de gallo. You think it's just so simple, but it literally added such a different dimension to that. That's good. I'm gonna tear that up. I'm gonna finish that off real quick. So good. I'm gonna get into that shrimp one. It's calling my name. Might save the quesadilla for last, see what that's about. That looks really good. That's where the garlic is. That is so tasty. Wow. That is like a flavor bomb. And it's just so simple. Shrimp, some marinated onions, a little cheese, garlic. So good. I'm actually starting to get a little full. Can't eat like I used to, even though I still fully enjoy it. So I'm gonna go for the quesadilla just to make sure that I have room. So if you don't remember, I got the shrimp with the garlic, the mojo shrimp, but in a quesadilla, has cheese, and they put a little lettuce and avocado on the top of it. Makes it a little bit more difficult to eat, but we make it work. And it is like stuffed with so much shrimp. Ooh! If you guys could see that or not. The sad part is, the last time I was in Cozumel, I passed this place a dozen times, and I would go to the place next door, and every single time I'm like, oh, definitely gotta come back to here, definitely gotta come back to here. Never did. And then my friend recommended me, and as I was driving up, I'm like, I know this place. And now I'm so sad I didn't come here earlier, but better late than never, and now I'm making a video to tell you guys about it as well. Let's dig into this. So this quesadilla is with tortilla de harina, which is a flour tortilla, which is really what we're really used to in the US, unless you're getting a crunchy taco where then they'll use corn, but this is corn. Normally everything else is corn. But this quesadilla, they actually used flour, which gives it like a totally different dimension, and then gives it more of like a softer, chewier taste, I guess you can say. The flavor is on point. I don't know how I feel about the lettuce, but it's still super delicious with the avocado, and I'm still gonna eat the whole entire thing. But if you like flour tortillas, then these are definitely it. And with this, it was either you were able to get it one order, like one piece per order, or you could get a full plate of 3 different ones. Not different ones, but 3 of the same one. So you either get an order of 3 or you just get 1 per piece. So this is the normal size of a quesadilla, which in Mexico kind of is the normal size of quesadillas. They're not like super ginormous, nor do they cut them in 4 like they do in the US, just so you guys know. That garlic sauce is everything. My dad would love this. Gracias.
Con tarjeta me dijo, ¿verdad?
Sí, por favor. Gracias. I couldn't finish it all, so my 1 shrimp taco and my guacamole, I got it to go. I knew I over-ordered. I can't eat like I used to, but that's fine. I'll eat it in an hour or so. So right now, for everything, my bill is 340 pesos, which is about $18. And that was for my drink, my guacamole, my 3 tacos, and the quesadilla, which I think is an awesome price. Right now, the Mexican dollar is up, so good for them. So our dollar isn't obviously reaching as much. Last year, 340 pesos would have been maybe like $15 or $16, but right now it will come out to about 18 after tax, $20, which I am totally okay with what I just ate, and the seafood was so good. And here they do accept credit card as well, so cash or credit, perfectly fine. That's something that I had to start learning here, was to always have some type of cash on me, because not everywhere you go is going to take credit card, but here they do, which is amazing.